What's up? Nick Hilton here. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. I just got back from Highland Mountain Bike Park on the East Coast. I was coaching there for 2 weeks, and if you've never been to Highland, super suggest that you guys go. It's super fun, and honestly, it's so good for just improving all of your bike skills. So I was there and I recorded a bunch of GoPro footage. Yeah, so I just wanted to kind of show you those and talk a little bit about the trails that I like. And so first up, we're gonna jump into Cat's Paw. Cat's Paw is like an intermediate trail. It's super fast, super flowy, really good for learning how to like scrub rollers, ride berms, and yeah, this is Cat's Paw. Yeah, and so then when you get to the midway point of Cat's Paw, you can either go to the full Cat's Paw and go down, or you can go break off to Cat Scratch Fever or to Fancy Feast. So one thing that's really cool about Highland, like there's so many different combinations of trails you can do. Like it's not just always the same trail, you know, top to bottom. Like you can do the first half of one trail and then the second half of another. So the next trail I'm gonna show you guys is actually the bottom half of Fancy Feast. This one I love because it's a tech trail, but it's really not. It's pretty flowy, and like my favorite thing to do is to drop into this bottom half and get to the bottom without pedaling. And when you ride this trail without pedaling, it really teaches you to like pump the rocks and the roots as if they were rollers or doubles, and to try to get your speed up. There's some spots that are harder to keep your speed. Some spots where it goes like 180 turn pretty flat and then another 180 turn. But honestly, like it's really good for learning to pump rocks and roots. And if you are a tech rider, you know that like the faster you go and your ability to like double through these tech sections or pump through it, it's gonna make it a lot smoother for you. Like when you go slow through a lot of tech, that's when you get the and I'm riding a pretty stiff suspension setup and I'm single speed, so getting through things as smooth as possible and without pedaling is pretty ideal. So yeah, that's Fancy Feast. Next trail I wanted to show you is just the very end of one of the trails that I did for like a warm-up almost every time. Every day we'd go Freedom Trail to Meadow's End, and the end of Meadow's End is like so fast and flowy. Like I don't know what it is. It's a beginner trail, but it's super fun. Let's just watch like this little glimpse of that trail. But yeah, so that's the end of Meadow's End. It's super sick. Oh my God. So I put this in this bag, which it really doesn't fit in this bag. And look at this. My zip tie moved, scratched the shit out of that. Next trail. We're gonna go down one of my favorite trails, which is Bonesaw. Bonesaw is so sick because it's got these really tight like S berms, which really teaches you how to like, you know, get that bike moving side to side underneath you, almost like a little bit of like dual slalom. It's got a sick right hip at the end, and then it's got two pretty technical drops. One is a little bit hipped, and then the other one you actually go up and over and then drop, and then it's pretty rocky when I was there, so you got to really, you know, point it down and pick your line pretty early into that berm. Like, just once your front wheel is moving forward, commit and just kind of dive in, and yeah, bone saw, man. Overall, riding on the East Coast is sick, but you can see like all this rust. Like, it rains so much. My bike makes so much noise right now. It's so dirty. Definitely very soon gonna need to take this whole thing apart, grease everything. Freaking rain, man. So now, real quick, I'm gonna take you down the beeline of upper any style. One thing that always trips me out about Highland is that every jump, drop, and feature has like its own name. So A-line starts out with the pink bike drop. It's because there's a big, or at least there used to be a big pink bike logo underneath it. The next hip after you drop the drop, this one right here, is actually called side boob, which is kind of a funny name, but it's another right hip. Highland is full of right hips. But then in the middle of any style, because A-line kind of like weaves in and out of the regular B-line any style, and in the middle you have this feature called dump truck. And dump truck is the section of trail where you jump into this like wooden whale tail, and then you jump out, and then you're like curving on these rocks, and then you do like a hip left off of a drop, and it's really easy. It's a very slow speed, but when you come in, it really wants to like pull you out to the right, and it's always a little sketchy. I don't know why, but it's fun. It's a good one. Like I said, it always works, but there's part of me that always feels like I might miss the drop and like get sucked off to the right. Lower any style has this section of trail called Tombstone, and it's another drop into a jump. It's a good one to flip. I definitely wouldn't recommend it for your first flip on like a big bike. Some people I've heard of trying to go to Tombstone for their first dirt to dirt flip or their first big bike flip, and like I just wouldn't recommend it. It's more of a pull than you think. It's not a super small jump, but it's pretty mellow, and if you're not on it, I feel like a lot of people could probably under-rotate on that, and they do. All right, so next trail that I wanted to show you guys is Power Hour. You can ride the top half of any and then drop into Power Hour, and it's super short, probably only like 20 seconds long, but it has biggest jumps at Highland. let's take a couple hits on the slope course. I don't even think I rode the whole thing, but I did get this step down flip, and then I flat spun GX, which was hype. I was pretty stoked on that. This is what GX looks like GoPro. This is not the flat spin. I realized right before taking off the lip that the GoPro wasn't recording for the flat spin, so that was cool. All right, so the next final trail I'm going to show you in this video is ODB to ODC. It's tech, but it's not too difficult. It's got some fun rock rolls, and yeah, here it is. Whoa. Oh, you guys are going a weird way. I don't go that way. That is gonna do it for this video. Thanks to Highland for having me out. It was super fun. Oh, did not even tighten the handlebars yet. We'll do that later. Anyways, thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know in the comments what bike park I should go to next. Give me a comment, let me know what your local bike park is, or one that you wanna see me go ride. All right, we'll see you later. Oh no. I need a garage. Oh no. Bye-bye.